What's cracking, everybody? This is Noble of Lost Paws, and we're going to take a quick look at WildStar. Now, I know a lot of you are looking at me right now saying, "Hey, Noble, why are you so gorgeous, Noble?" And well, I just decided, since I'm always like these big burly dudes in every single game, I decided why not be kawaii for one freaking game. Don't judge me. I don't judge you. All right. So what is this game all about? Well, it's basically a fight between the Empire and the Rebellion, or AKA the Empire being the Dominion and the Rebellion being, let's see here, these outcasts, the Exiles. Sorry, the Exiles. And that's pretty much the story behind this. It's pretty cut and standard, cut and dry. You find out more lore if you so desire, but you know that just comes about the game. Now, I'm going to be currently, what I'm going to be doing is I'm not going to be addressing everything in this game. There's just no freaking way I can do that. But I'm just going to be going off the basic cut and standard dry, the questing system right now, and leveling up, getting to the max level, which is what a lot of you are going to be experiencing, if not all of you, during the first part of this game. Now, there's multiple ways to do it. You can go about what I've been doing, just the questing, or you can do a dungeon finder, but who does dungeon finding this early in the game? It takes away the heart and soul of it. That's just not right. But it is there for the people who just want to go through dungeons, don't want to leave the starting city. It's there, you sons of bitches. Alright, so let's just go over the quest. I'm right next to this guy right here, this Ranger Forester, middle of nowhere. But let's talk to this guy. What has he got for me? And as you can see, there's no big quest thing that pops up here. It's just these little speech bubbles. That little tiny text right there. There's really no dialogue to go with them, which is a bit of a shame. And you just click on this, gives you more info on that, tells you the reward there, and you say, okay, I'll free these guys. And the Great Inquisition, okay, what else can I do? 5 more guys. Those slavers are as good as dead. Alright, so that's pretty much what we got right here. So click that. Oh, another communicator here. Man, nice to see you. Tracking the Trapper. More shit popping up. So you can also get radioed into even more quests as you go in. So it's a bit dynamic in that sense. It's alright. I quite like the way it's able to pop up. And if you do miss it, you can just hit this message core down here and hear the message again if you so missed it. If you just ignored the call, like I do sometimes. So it's very nice. All right, so let's continue here. And this is a different kind of quest here. There's different paths you can take in this game. One being the warrior, which I am right now, or the soldier, I should say. And there's also explorer, settler, and scientists. And they each come with their own benefits. Like what I can get right here is I can get more HP, like just repair my HP immediately, get right back into the game. Or I got other things I can do here. Let's see if I can summon it up. Oh god. Alright, I found it here. I found it. I can also get this bailout power up. Pretty much it just allows me to bail out anytime I so desire. So that's not bad. That's not bad. So if I ever get in deep shit, I can just use the bailout button and it'll get me out of there, or I can just heal up at the end of the battle. Either one, you just choose. And so what I just clicked right there, this is a holdout for the soldier path, and I pretty much have to defend off waves of these dudes. So, which I will be doing right now. And you may be noticing, like, what the hell are all these conical things that are popping up everywhere? There is no auto attack in this game. Everything is pretty much you have to get right near to these bastards and click them. Like with an attack, I can attack anywhere. And then that's pretty fun. You don't really have to target anybody, you just get right next to them and it automatically target them for you. And it looks like I accidentally picked up an extra here. Hopefully that's not too much of a problem. Let's see if I can kill them all. That's alright, I'm doing alright. This is not necessarily difficult. This is just standard questing, and I am quite a bit above these guys in level. So it's nothing major. And oh, there's more right there. So, and this guy, it looks like this guy joined me in the holdout. So yeah, I got Swen Saroni helping me out, and that's another good thing about this game. The questing is pretty much Guild Warsy 2, where anybody can just pop in at any time and get their own reward for it, get their own loots. And I quite like that. I like how they stole a little bit from that aspect, like the best bits of that right there. And it also stole like pretty much the art style of kind of WoW, the cartoony art style, and it blends really well with that. And in a way, it also kind of stole from SWTOR, the setting in general, the space kind of setting. So it's kind of like a weird mix between SWTOR, WoW, and Guild Wars 2. And is that a bad thing? Nah. No, I actually like the fact that it steals like the best bits from a bunch of different games, and in fact, I quite like that games do that, because you know there's so many different types of games out there now. Everything's gonna blend sooner or later, and you can only have so much originality. But you know, is this just the cut and dry clone of everything? I wouldn't say necessarily. It's got a lot of spunk to it. It's got a lot of unique flair that you just don't see anywhere. The game doesn't take itself seriously at all, and I quite appreciate that. Because you know, I don't want just like straight up like serious storyline everywhere. I mean, just the things you do. The things you do in these MMORPGs are ridiculous anyway. When you're fighting guys with claws and they're shooting you in the face 5 million times with bullets. I mean, I can't take that shit seriously to begin with. And how everyone's group of 5 people is ganging up on one guy and swinging at, hacking at him for like 5 hours just to try and bring down this raid boss. You know, it's pretty much along those lines of just silliness. And it looks like I picked up a guy here that's kind of a tough opponent. So let's see if I can take this guy down. And I'm actually doing a pretty good job. Now, positioning, getting behind this guy, and choosing your best abilities. And you can dodge out of the way of big nasty attacks, a la Guild War 2 style. You have like the recharging energy bar on the bottom there, and you can get away from nasty attacks. And you can also interrupt this guy, but it's nothing really necessary because this girl ain't doing much to me. But it is certainly taking quite a beating. There we go. Whew. Gotcha. Oh, it looks like this guy was helping me out too. Thanks, bro. Alright. Now, what class am I currently playing? I'm playing something called the Stalker. And I should have mentioned this earlier, my bad. The Stalker, for lack of a better way to say, is pretty much a WoW rogue. I played a lot of vanilla WoW back in the day, and I'm sorry, but it's just the best way for me to compare stuff. Because you know, I have played a rogue for quite a bit, and this reminds me very clearly of just a simple rogue. But what does it do differently? To say is it does something very nice. Like, I have only these abilities down in my hotbar. These are all the abilities I can use. But I do actually have more abilities I can put in there. And it looks like I need to kill some more cartel members because I accidentally picked up a challenge here. So let's go see if I can find some more cartel members so I can at least get a silver challenge. Now, this game certainly has no lack of stuff to do in this. No siree. There's always something I need to do and something I need to kill. And let's see if I can actually kill something here and get the challenge complete. No, probably not. So it goes. That's alright. I don't think I'll be able to complete it. But there's always a mix of something you can do. And oh, I did get a bronze at least there. So good. I did. And when you do complete challenges, they're basically quests that are not necessary, but the better you do on them, the better rewards you'll receive. And you can select what do you want to use here. Now, I don't really care for those boots, so I'm just going to go for crafting components because I need to level up my crafting a little bit more. And I'll show you guys a bit of that too. So I get 2 times the chance of landing on that, and by golly gosh darn it, I landed on it. So that's good. That was a good roll. Now, other things I can do are, for my crafting things right here, I can go up to trees that I do find, or these plants right here. That's a farmer tier, so a farmer is not really a profession, but you can just pick up random stuff from a farmer and farm stuff on a farm. It does have a housing system and things like that, but I'm not going to go over that. There's so much this shit has. So let's just go back to my rogue for the time being. Like, what abilities does this person have, and how does it differ from, say, how does the Stalker, I should say, this class, differ from a rogue in WoW? Now you can go to stealth at any time, even in combat, which is nice. So you can gain all the benefits of stealth again, and it's quite good when you do that. So these guys are spectacular at hit and run missions, where if you don't kill them right off the bat, you can just go right back into stealth and try again. Just as long as they don't follow you. Oh, nope. I guess I got hit and they got me out of stealth there. Oh well, so it goes. But if you can re-stealth, you'll get the benefit of extra damage and just in general using less energy as a perk I have. So it's pretty decent in the way it does it, and I do like it because of, I'm not swamped with abilities of, hey, what's the best thing to use? I already know what the best thing to use is when there's only like 1 or 2 enemies. I got my free swipe attack here that attacks multiple enemies at once there, and then I have my main damage dealer, which does a significant portion of damage to just one enemy. And I don't know why this person's still here when I can rescue them. Well, that's alright. So it goes. Beta is beta. And let's see what else I can do right now. I'm doing a breakout, disable, kill Headmaster Grimm. So I think I have to go over this way. This is where the quest is pointing me, so I'll just go over this way. Oop. Did I do this? Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's go this way. See what I have to do, and there are little extra benefits you can get. You can pick this up and get some more lore about the game. But I think I keep getting off track here because this game just gets everything off track. You're never doing like the same thing over and over again, and that is a strong point of this game. It's just so much you can do, so much things that you'll get sidetracked doing. And oh my god, this person is a freaking beast. Let's see if I can actually do something here. Come on. Get out of the way. There you go. Stunned him a little bit. Dodge out of the way so I'm not taking massive damage. There you go. Another behind attack, and wham. It is down. Didn't really get much for that. Just got some experience. You don't get drops every time, which is a little bit unfortunate. But I got like my little intel there. You can look up more lore, which is nice. You just get more information about the game for those that are interested, or for some people that don't really care, you can just skip right over it, which a lot of people do. Alright, so what's here? Another warrior quest, so let's pick this up as well. Want it? Use flamethrower on hostile stumpkins in the area. Okay, so it looks like I got flamethrowers. Yeah, okay, that's pretty neat. But let's see here. These little flame bark roots here. Okay, so I'm supposed to use my flamethrower on this. Now that was another soldier mission, so it's nice how they vary up. Not everything is going to be like those holdouts that you saw earlier. But yeah, I do like the variety that this game offers and what you can do and what what you'll be coming across. It's not always just collect 5 million bear flanks, and it's just finding stuff. And I even had like a mission where I had to jump through lasers, and that was quite satisfying when I did that. You had 30 seconds to jump through 1 million lasers, and that was fun as hell. There you go. So that was quite easy feat to do there. Let's see if I can. Oh, that's not a mushroom I had to destroy. Okay, fine. That sucks. See if I can find other mushrooms around here. Is there anything? Any mutant spores that I have to find here? There's one. Alright, so I'm just going around. Gonna try and kill these spores before they hatch into something. And let's see if I can do that. And I will say that some of these areas are quite beautiful and gorgeous to look at, and I really appreciate it. But I really wish that some of these things were voiced, because sometimes I'm in the middle of doing something and I just can't be arsed to read those little things quick as I'm fighting like millions of enemies that I have to do something about. It's just tough, and sometimes there's just no way I can do it, and so I just skip out of it. Like whatever. I think the quest little button will show me where to go anyway, so it's not a big deal if I missed it, and that is a shame because I'm missing out on the lore and the story behind this game. And you know, the whole point of MMORPGs is to get lost in the world and see what the heck the game's about, and just have fun in general, reading and getting caught up in this little epic of a storyline that you'll be going through, and trying to be a part of the world in general, and making your own imprint on it. And has this game been successful in doing that? In a sense, but also it's failed as well. Because of that reason, I just don't think the story is that amazing. Mainly because the way it's presented is kind of half-arsed, for lack of a better way to do it. Is if you want to know it, you have to work in order to get it. But you know, for the people who are just going through this and they kind of want to know, but at the same time they just want to play the game, it's forgettable, you know. And while the gameplay is like really good, there we go. I at least got a bronze on that. But you know, for the people that, like me, just do quests and go about the things and try to level up, and you kind of care about what's going on, I just not feel it sometimes, like the way it's kind of half-arsed to me all the time. Because I have to go through so many different logs and read so much and explore so much in order to get the full story behind things and what's going on. And like half the people that play this game, unless they actually watch the videos beforehand going into this, like they don't know what the heck's going on. They don't know like who the heck the exiles are, or you know who this Dominion and what they're about. It's just kind of like, okay, so that's what it is. All right. Like, I'm in this world and it's got some extra things that I can do, but will I care to do it? Maybe. Alright. So I'm just going to go for more crafting components. I don't really care about getting a bag. So I get it. And no, of course not. I get more scavenge supplies. Alright, fair enough. But, you know, it's a good game. It runs off the Trinity system, has tank, DPS, and the healers, and every class that you have can either be one of two options. You know, so it's always good. It's always good to have options to play the game you want to do, and not only be limited to being DPS and not being able to get into groups because you're only a DPS class. So that's always been a bit of a pain in the butt from WoW, because I've played it a lot, and I always hated the fact that I couldn't get into groups. So I felt like I was forced into either being a tank or a healer if I wanted to do any of the end game. Which it might happen here as well. There's always going to be people that want to be DPS, but at least this way you're not locked into going, okay, I need to rethink my decision and maybe go back and play a different class if I want to feel like I want to play the game instead of waiting like 45 minutes for a dungeon queue every time. Like, that just sucks. I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Alright. So, well, I think this game... Do I think this game is still great, though? Even though, you know, I kind of ragged on it just a little bit. I think it's fantastic. I love the world. I love the setting. And just the way things interact in general. I love the sci-fi bits. But did I like the hundreds of caves I've had to dwell through? Like, I lost a little bit of the sci-fi bits, like the way I was leveling through some places where I had to just go through cave after cave after cave of just boring mobs. Like, oh, that wasn't fun. But it does have the occasional like cool things like this, where it blends like some futuristic things, like that guy cutting a tree down with chainsaws and other energy capture units things here, this little slave generator things. Everything's it's got bits of cool futuristic technology weaved in that really benefits the setting when you do put it all together. And you know, sometimes they nail it on the head and sometimes they miss the mark, which is unfortunate. But you know, most of the time they're hitting the mark, and most of the time this game is fun, and I have lost myself, and I've put a good deal of hours in this game. So overall, I think this game has been successful in what it's doing. Things I would want to say, like I want more of. I want more classes, and a lot of people have also been saying they don't like the fact that you're limited to one weapon per class. Like I'm only able to wield claws. That is the only thing I'm able to do. Just period. There's no other thing I can do. It's just wield claws. So a lot of people like just having like daggers or other things in general. Do I think it's a big deal that I'm only limited to claws? Actually, no. I actually like the fact because I never like finding loot in the dungeon that I can't use because it's not my proficiency or what I spec'd in. Like, what the heck? Why would I have to go through like hours of dungeoning to find a weapon that I can't even use and have to respec in order to actually make the most of? Like, that's not fun. But still, some people like the diversity of having different weapons in order to vary up the playstyle just a little bit more for them. Alright, so it looks like here's another enemy that I can come across, and let's hit him with a stealth thing that gets rid of their armor and then just backstab the shit out of her. There we go. Boom. Let's get out of there, make sure I don't get hit too hard from our AoE attack there. Get out of the red, that's what you learn. It's pretty much fire in this game. Alright. But I'm getting a bit sidetracked again, which is what this game is absolutely fantastic at doing to me. So what other things would I like to see in this game besides more classes? And I think the races are fine as they are, and I do like the fact how it's kind of saying like, hey, big rock dudes can't be bloody rogues like this guy here. So that's good. That's good. Let's see what reward I want here. It looks like I have something that's infinitely better than anything I have here, so let's just go for that because I can salvage that and make something of it in the crafting system. That actually just got fixed today, thankfully, so I can show you a little bit of that because of that reason. And it looks like there's another... Okay. I got shocked there. And there we go. Got my little lore there. You can read that again if you so desire, but I don't for the sake of this quick look. If that's... So, let's go back to the topic of what more I want to see. Oh god, I keep getting sidetracked. I am so sorry, guys. But, because I just keep blabbing on and on about all this stupid stuff. But, anything else I would like to see? I don't know, this game has so much in it that I really have nothing else to say about what more I'd like to see besides just more classes in general to add to more diversity, because they only have 6 right now. And even though you can customize them the way you want them with the system that they have implemented. So things that you can increase are like these abilities right here. I'm able to, if I like these 2 abilities more, I can, once I reach a certain level, I can put more points into them and make them a little bit stronger, and put them in my hotbar, and because those are the abilities I want to use. But if you want to change spec, you can put in like this one here that generates threat over this one right here that's just general DPS, doesn't generate threat. It's a good trade-off. Like, hey, it's kind of like League of Legends in that sense, where you're limited to a certain number of abilities that you can use at any given time, and you can upgrade them the way you want. Then there's always something good, something nice that you can put in here that varies up things. So there you go on that. Honestly, after that, I have nothing else to say. I don't think this game's going to be like a WoW killer in any sense, but will I think this game be a great MMORPG? Yeah, this is shaping up to be a great thing. The system behind it is a subscription based, but you can buy more subscription time in game if you so desire, if you have enough gold to do it. So if you play this game more, they have that implemented in there, kind of like EVE Online. So it's got an alternative to go if you have so much time to play this game and just want to play some more but not enough money. That's nice that they have that in there. I don't think it's anything game breaking, and it's also a way to get rid of gold bots and stuff like that. It'll keep them in line, so you can always get gold from real world people and they can track it a lot easier. It's got that kind of safety mechanism enabled. Alright, here's a look at the crafting system for those of you who are curious. It's kind of interesting the way they did this. I think I quite like the way they did it here. It's pretty neat. You get like a little tech tree you can do. So the more you build of something, the more you'll be able to craft. So just go down a tech tree, build something, build 3 of this, and then you'll be able to get this schematic, and then move on to the next bit. And I quite like the way they did that. It's very smart, very clever. And then you also are able to get talents and to help you. And by using those talents, you're able to gain extra experience from crafting failures or experience from crafting successes, and then so on and so forth. And you'll just get bonus after bonus after bonus until you reach like the max level. And you'll get, they're pretty neat perks. I like the way how even your trade skills, you can level up your trade skills and get talents for them, so you can suit them and make something that you desire. It's very clever and very neat, and it puts more depth into the crafting system. And I'll show you by building something right here. It's pretty neat how they do it. So let's just start the craft right now. It just starts out with 8 Moxie right off the bat, and it's kind of weird the way they did stats there. They just try to be unique there. I won't comment much on that. Different things do different for different people. So I'll just put in. Let's just do that. Show you right there. So by putting in that, I gain 40 extra bonus points there. Or if I put in just a standard one there, that's actually more. That's interesting. Okay, so the one I bought off the store actually does better than that. Okay, sure. So let's put in the crappy one in there, and then let's put in the stat I want, brutality, because I'm more of a rogue and I want to get some more strength on my stuff there. So I have a 1% chance of failing if for 27 extra moxie and 13 extra brutality in there, but I can put an extra stat point on there, and it will give me a 21% chance to fail, but I'll gain an extra stat point. So it's like a risk-reward system, or I can just completely fail if I so desire. But let's just go down to at least my 1% there and craft, because I don't feel like failing a craft. So bam, I made some boots, and that's awesome. How I was able to create something like that. And so yeah, and let's take a look at it. And the stuff you craft is generally better than stuff you'll find in the wild. Alright, so there's the thing I just built. And since I already have like these blue boots that are freaking infinitely better than what I have there, it's pretty much not as good. So yeah, there you go. So there's my quick look at the crafting system right there. You're even able to get quests that give you benefits for doing them. It's pretty neat the way they go about the crafting system, and I quite like it and enjoy it. And there's probably going to be a crap ton of more depth later on as you put more components into it and are able to customize the equipment that you want with the stats that you want. It's just a great system in general, the way they went about that. Alright, so there's my end of my quick look at the crafting. Let's continue on. Alright, so that's been my quick look at this game. Just general questing, things and done. That's pretty much what you're going to be looking at through most of this game, through the leveling process. Like everything I've done here, not much has changed. Not much at all has changed. Sometimes you get more interesting things like cutscenes every once in a while, but for the most part, this is what it is. And some of the areas are pretty interesting, like right there. Like that's probably like the end game. Like what the heck's going on there? You see this guy trying to escape from there. Like it's got some really cool sci-fi settings in here. This game is amazing for that reason alone, and that's also the reason why you should be getting this when it comes out. Alright, so this has been Noble of Lost Paws. I hope you guys, I'll end the scene on this guy right there because it's just so damn epic. It's been Noble of Lost Paws. I hope you guys have getting a quick glimpse at this game and maybe decided, hey, maybe I want to try this out because it is an open beta for a little bit more time today, and then it'll finally get released. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick look. Thank you very much. Hit like and subscribe if you did. If you didn't, well, leave a comment saying how I can improve. Maybe how much I suck at this game. I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video at this point, and I hope you get to see you guys again. Alright, take care, guys.